What is up, Fells Point? Are you ready for Comedy Show? No. You know the drill. I need more energy than that. Let me hear you. That's more like this. Thank you guys very much for being here. My name is Matt Hurley. I will be your host tonight. First and foremost, clap it up for yourselves for being here. Thank you all very much. Thank you all very much. Now, I had a question when someone was walking in tonight. They said, oh, is that a science tattoo? So I'm a biochemist. This was like my 8 to 5 before I started this club. I worked at the old Johnny's Hopkins. So I got a little DNA and a little beaker on there. Now, I worked in a lab that studied how drugs affect the brain. Any fans of drugs in the room? This is why my research is so well funded, you guys. You know what I'm saying? No. So we study how marijuana affects the brain, how shrooms affect the brain, and how cocaine affects the brain. And we do this with rats. So basically we give the animal the drug, put him in a box, start a timer, come back 2 hours later, write down some observations. Gave the rats the marijuana, came back 2 hours later, these rats were making cold cut sandwiches, you guys. You fucking believe it? I was like, where did they get the little refrigerator, the little countertop, the little butter knife for that mayo, you know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, interesting observation. Wrote that shit down in my lab notebook, because that's what us scientists use. And then I moved on to the shrooms. Gave the rats the shrooms, came back 2 hours later. You guys, these rats had started a fucking democracy. And you fucking believe? I was like, little podiums, Rat News Network, who knew they had electricity, man? Did you know? Are you a rat expert? Right here, this isn't TV, man, I'm talking to you. Okay, all right, hell yeah. So I wrote down that, I wrote that shit down. I was like, all right, wow, democracy, shrooms, check. And then I moved on to the cocaine box, but you guys, I forgot to start the timer. I came back 8 seconds later, these rats had already started a fucking podcast. They were in the middle of doing their first ad read. They were like, this podcast is sponsored by people that don't throw out their trash every week, because that's how us rats live. All right, anyone like shrooms in the crowd though, for real? Yeah. We're all friends in here. We're family tonight. Nothing gets out of here, you know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, right now. You on shrooms right now? Not yet. She's like, holy shit, this is not going well. So, we usually sell out like a lot of our weekend shows. But last weekend, you guys, I had 2 pre-sales to the early show. 0 to the second show. So I do something called barking. Now barking is when you stand outside, you probably see me do it, some of you guys, either in front of the club or on Thames Street with a flyer, and you go, Paris Sachet, the queen of comedy, is here for 2 shows tonight! And you try to get people to come to the show. So there I was being like, please come to the show. Please, sir, please come. You look like you like to laugh. Please come to the show. Ma'am, please come to. And this guy could tell I was struggling. So they have this farmer's market over here. So a guy walked over from the farmer's market. He said, hey man, would you like 2 squares of shroom chocolate? And I said, why yes, I would love 2 squares of shroom chocolate. He said, don't worry dude, it's like a microdose. Guys, this was a micro DS. Okay, this was strong as fuck, and thank God, because I was canning around. I was like, hey, you fucking idiots, buy some tickets for my show. I was solving relationship problems, and I moved fucking tickets. Go me, hell yeah. So obviously, the next day came around, and I was like, shit, man, I gotta give me some of these shroom bars. Because this guy had a business at like the farmer's market. So I went to a shop in Federal Hill. So he has like a CBD essential oil shop or whatever. And I walked in, I said, hey man, I'll take 2 of those shroom chocolate bars. He gave them to me, I tapped to pay, I leave a 5-star Google review, and then I'm like, God damn sir, how is this legal? And he just goes, it's not, okay. So please go support his business, because this clip is gonna go viral, you guys. All right, they probably won't, all right, so yeah, we're 7 days a week. I'm fucking here all the time. I'm kind of low energy tonight. You guys don't want to see me high energy, but so on Sundays we got a guy that works with Kevin Hart. His name's Alex Robinson. He puts on a show here, and his show is sick because his tickets include some fruit-infused Hennessy. You guys, some fruit, hell yeah, woo. And man, is it fucking good. But I came in the next morning, and there were these solo cups with like a little bit of Hennessy left in them, and there were these flies going in and out, in and out, in and out of cups. And I witnessed some magical shit. Like, you guys know how a caterpillar can transform into a butterfly? There's a bunch of scientists in the crowd, I love it. So these flies were going into Hennessy's flies, and they were coming out as flies. It's a 3-6 Mafia joke for everyone over the age of 45. Alright, Jesus Christ. Should I start this fucking show? You guys are fun as hell, I should say. You guys are great. You guys are in for a great show tonight. It starts with your first comic. So I do own this place, so I host, I'm the janitor, I'm the security, and I'm the DJ. So I'm not ignoring you guys, I'm just trying to find a sick show or sick song for this first comic. Here, this is a good one. All right.